Attention passionate Green Bay Packers fans. Latest news, something big is happening in the NFC North and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on Green Bay Packers' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true Green Bay Packers fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with your friends and Green Bay Packers fans. Let's get to the news now, folks. The NFL offseason is always full of surprises, rumors, and strategic moves, but this one has the potential to shake the very foundation of the NFC North. The Green Bay Packers are reportedly considering a blockbuster deal that could massively boost their offense and give Jordan Love the kind of weaponry that could propel them even further into Super Bowl contention. And at the heart of this rumor is none other than Tyreek Hill, a player who has been making waves in Miami and the entire NFL with his explosive speed and game-changing ability. You see, Green Bay has been quietly building something special around Jordan Love. He's shown flashes of brilliance in recent seasons, and the organization clearly believes in his potential as their franchise quarterback. But to truly elevate this team and challenge the league's best, they need a wide receiver who can stretch defenses, create big plays, and add that extra dimension of speed and agility that can turn a game around in a flash. And that's exactly where Tyreek Hill comes into play. Now, let's take a closer look at Hill. He's 31 years old, but don't let his age fool you. This guy is still one of the most dangerous receivers in the NFL. His speed is legendary, and his ability to turn a short pass into a touchdown is second to none. Over the years, he's been a consistent deep threat, and his connection with quarterback Tua Tagovailoa in Miami has been prolific. But the Dolphins are facing a critical decision. Rumors have been swirling lately that Miami's front office is pondering whether to keep Hill or explore potential trades. The Dolphins are in a tricky position. They're trying to contend, but losing Hill could be a major blow if they don't replace him properly. You might ask, why would Miami consider trading such a star? Well, there are a few reasons. The Dolphins are in a bit of a salary cap crunch, and Hill's contract is sizable. Some fans and analysts believe that Miami might look to get some draft capital in exchange for him, especially if they think they can find a suitable replacement or develop their other young receivers. But make no mistake, losing Hill would be a big hit to their offense. And now, here's where the Green Bay Packers come into the picture. It's been reported that the Packers are weighing their options and might be willing to offer a second or third-round pick in exchange for Hill. That's a pretty reasonable price considering his explosive talent. Imagine Jordan Love throwing to Hill, especially with Mecole Hardman already on the roster. The speed that these two can bring to the field is something that Green Bay has been missing in recent years. For quite some time, the Packers have been a team with a solid defense and a run-heavy offense, but they've lacked that true game-breaking receiver who can take the top off a defense on command. Adding Tyreek Hill to this mix could be exactly what they need to make a serious push in the NFC. Think about it. Hill's ability to create separation and stretch defenses would open up lanes for other receivers and running backs. It would also give Jordan Love a reliable target who can make those big plays when the team really needs them. And let's not forget Mecole Hardman, who already has chemistry with Hill from their time together in Kansas City and now in Miami. The combination of these speedsters could turn Green Bay's offense into an absolute nightmare for defenses to handle. Of course, a trade like this isn't just about swapping players. The Packers would have to carefully evaluate whether giving up draft picks makes sense for their current window of contention. But if they're serious about competing for a Super Bowl in the next couple of years, investing in a player like Hill could be the missing piece. It's about enhancing what Jordan Love can do, giving him a true WR1 who can change the complexion of games with a single play. Now, there are some hurdles. For starters, Hill's contract demands are significant, and the Dolphins might be hesitant to part ways with him unless they get a deal that aligns with their long-term plans. They also have to consider whether they can find a suitable replacement or how this move might affect their offense in the upcoming season. On the other side, the Packers need to decide if they're willing to part with some draft capital now for a proven star who can contribute immediately. In the broader picture, this potential move speaks volumes about the strategic direction of both teams. Miami, with its high-powered offense led by Tua, is looking to keep all their weapons intact and make a push for the playoffs and beyond. But if they do decide to trade Hill, it signals a shift in how they're approaching their roster. For Green Bay, it's about capitalizing on their current rebuild, giving Jordan Love a weapon that can help him elevate the team to new heights. Looking at the season ahead, the NFC North is shaping up to be more competitive than ever. The Detroit Lions have shown they're a force to be reckoned with, and the Minnesota Vikings keep adding pieces to their puzzle. The Packers, with this kind of move, could leapfrog some of their rivals and establish themselves as serious contenders once again. The addition of a star like Hill would not only energize the fan base, but also send a message across the league that Green Bay is back in the game, ready to fight for every inch on the field. And let's not forget the historical significance. Green Bay has always been a team that values strong, reliable receivers, but in recent years, they've lacked that true game-breaker who can change the course of a game single-handedly. Hill's presence would be a game-changer, a player who can take a simple route and turn it into a highlight reel touchdown. It would certainly make opposing defenses sweat, knowing that one mistake could cost them dearly. In terms of impact, if this trade happens, it would set off a chain reaction across the NFC North and the league as a whole. Other teams would have to rethink their strategies, especially when facing a Packers offense that now boasts Hill's elite speed and playmaking ability. It's a move that could redefine the Packers' offensive identity, making them not just a balanced team, but a truly explosive one capable of challenging the best in the league. Of course, all of this remains speculation for now, but the signs point to Green Bay seriously exploring this possibility. The organization has shown that they're willing to be aggressive when it comes to building a championship-caliber team. So, fans, keep your eyes peeled, because if this deal goes through, it could be one of the most exciting and transformative moves in recent NFL history. The Packers are not just looking to compete, they're aiming to dominate, and adding a player like Tyreek Hill could very well be the catalyst for that next big chapter. Pause here just for a second. If you want the YouTube algorithm to keep recommending the latest Green Bay Packers news to you, it's super important that you leave a like on this video. Go ahead, it's quick and it makes a big difference. Thank you. Now let us continue with the big reveal. So as we look ahead, what's next for the Packers? Well, this move, if it materializes, could be the start of a new era, one where Green Bay is not just a team trying to rebuild, but a genuine Super Bowl contender with the firepower to go all the way. It's about making bold decisions, trusting your talent evaluations, and betting on players who can elevate the entire team. And for the fans, it's an exciting time. The possibility of seeing Jordan Love throwing deep to Tyreek Hill is enough to make any Packers supporter's heart race. Imagine the cheers in Lambeau Field, the electrifying plays, the moments that will be remembered for years to come. This is what football is all about: big moves, big plays, and a team that never backs down from a challenge. Now, of course, there are still questions to be answered. Will the Dolphins part ways with Hill? Will the Packers meet their asking price? And most importantly, how will this all come together on the field? But one thing is certain: this kind of rumor, if true, could be the catalyst that propels Green Bay back into the NFL's elite conversation. And now, Green Bay Packers fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on this? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion matters so much to us and to the Green Bay Packers. And don't forget, I'll be back soon with more updates, so stay tuned for the latest Green Bay Packers news. This offseason is shaping up to be one of the most exciting in recent memory, and you won't want to miss a single moment. Thanks for sticking with me, and as always, go Pack Go!